a new invade of this area. All three Baltic states, as well as Gotland Island of the coast of Sweden. Why that? This right here?
So yeah, that's the real G News, man. He's talking about that this was televised in Russia. That it looked like them a plan to protect the Baltic states as well, right? But he's talking about that circle right there, so, and I want to talk about that circle spot as well. So hold on. So let's get this. In Amos chapter 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So there will come a time when we won't be able to hear this word on the internet no more. You see me? No more service, electricity, or internet telecommunication, right? We learned that from Tonga. And then I want to show you this, right? So hold on. Now an 800-mile long undersea fiber optic line between Norway and Svalbard archipelago in the Arctic Ocean has been severed. Although Russia has both the means and the motive, diplomats have been coy about openly assigning blame to avoid. So yeah, that undersea cable up there in Norway, right? That one there so was cut, and Norway was without internet for a couple of days, right? Cause them repair it. But remember, in this video, he's talking about that spot right there, so on Gotland Island, in between the Baltic, right? And right there, so you see all the cables. Let me get a better one. You see me? By Gotland, right? If you take Gotland, now him cut off the internet to Lithuania and Latvia, right? And then him can take them too, and then him can cut Finland cable right there so and take Estonia if him want to do that. If him cut the cables first, how NATO that did it, how the NATO troops were there in Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, how are they going to tell the other NATO man them that, listen, we don't have any communication no more? God, they don't have any communication. You see me? It could happen. And that's how they will lose the internet and all that thing. And it's not crazy what I'm talking about, because look, naval service, this happened in February, right? When I was telling you that the Russian man them is also by England too. Cause look upon the map. Look upon this map, right? The cables to North America, right, are around Ireland and England, right? You see me? And you have the cable around Gotland I was talking about. But the cables to Ireland and England, the cables that go from America to Ireland and England, did it, right? Naval service monitoring transit of Russian warships through Irish-controlled waters, right? A live fire exercise. You see me? So the ships already did it on there, right? And that's because you can see the ships. Now, submarines are under the water, so you can't even know if the Russian man them have submarines by Ireland and England, right? So submarines by Ireland and England, and submarines by Gotland, this island right there, so right, because Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia are NATO, right? And look at NATO, it's surrounding Russia. That's why they're mad. You see me? So go back to the video. You see that spot right there, so remember. All right, now let's get the cable again. See that spot? From this spot, you can take out the communication in a Lithuania, Latvia, right? And if you take out Estonia, tree cut them. You see me? Up there, so that's a possibility, because Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Cause them cables, man. Them how I'm talking with you right now through the internet. Them cables are why I do it. You understand? Telecommunication. And then you have Revelation 16 and 10. And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongue for pain. So you have the one by the Ireland, right? And you see the cables from England and Ireland. Them cables go to America. So you have Russian warships by there, right? And then you have Russia right by the Baltic, right? And you see the plan them release, right? Cause they did this with Ukraine as well. They released what they was gonna do before them do it. So it must them circle out that part, right? Because they want that island for hold on, get the cables again. They want that island for cut them cables. A great spot. You see me? So yeah, prophesying part because we knowing part. But it'll come. You see me? That day, the famine of hearing the words of the Lord is coming. Okay.